Welcome, everybody. It's Gull Khan here, your money mindset expert, and I help entrepreneurs to break free from the limiting beliefs, to reverse their money shame, and to blast through the money blocks so that they can live a life of unlimited abundance. And today, I'm here with you with the very first episode of Mindset Shift series. We're doing episode 1, and I have the pleasure to have Jenn Tell with us. So, Jenn, welcome. So, please introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jenn Patel, a single mom to a 7-year-old daughter. What else? I'm a freelancer, work from home. I'm an online business manager to coaches. Nothing specific in their niches, but I help coaches organize their business.
Fabulous, awesome. Okay, so these are going to be short interviews, so we just want to get to the point very, very quickly. So Jenn, tell us, what was your mindset like before you sort of actually, let me ask you, what was your business like before you actually shifted your mindset? So what was your business like before? And
okay, it was I used to be an entrepreneur when I was married back then, like 4 or 5 years ago. And we were abundant in such a way that I was driving the most expensive Honda car. My only problem then was how to make my two special needs kids happy. And then just like that, everything went nothing. I ended up separated with my ex-husband, and I only had $25 in my pocket.
Wow.
My daughter Dan was a year and a half old, and she was still. I stopped breastfeeding then, so she was on formula milk, which cost $25 a week.
Wow.
So from, having money in your pocket and driving the most expensive car and not having to worry about nothing at all, to that. So I had to stay with my parents for about 7 months. And when I decided that it was enough, that I had to leave, everything just fell into place. I left without looking into the future, what's going to happen with me and my daughter. So that was my block, because after I left my parents' house, every day I was always thinking, I was just starting my freelancing journey then, and I was thinking, where am I going to get the money for everyday expenses and all that? So it went on for about 2 years. And then, so that was my roadblock then. I think I was having that limiting belief that I was 45 years old. I cannot work anymore. And yeah, where to from there? I was so lost.
So what was the turning point then?
When I started joining groups, and then later on joined your magnanimous money mindset group, I started to follow you, and follow you in such a way that I was just reading, posts, and if you had, your lives there, but I wasn't really involved. And then it came to a point where I made that shift of thought that, why am I thinking, how will we live when I'm luckier than other people, because I have roof on my head, we have food to eat, even if it's just instant noodles, we still have food.
Yeah.
And
gratitude, so that you became grateful for what you already have.
Yes.
This is the key point. Yeah. Carry on.
Yeah, it was something about what you said then, and I was also working with another coach, which is a former friend, Martine, that time. I think she was the one who introduced you to me as well. She kind of asked me to follow you.
Yeah.
So, and then she just said, you know, Jen, trust me, even if you don't understand what I'm saying, or even if you don't understand what Gull is saying, just trust me. You know, listen, read, and try to, you know, figure out. So from that point, and then I kind of like made that decision that I wanted to be a freelancer, because I've been applying to corporate jobs and I wasn't getting the, you know, I wasn't getting anything. It's like it's either they say you're overqualified, but it's, you know, a subtle way of saying you're too old for the job and all that. So yeah, so when I made that shift, and every day I was grateful for what we have that day.
Yeah.
Everything was slowly becoming simpler, and you know, a simple project every now and then just to have something to get us by came.
So basically the mindset shift came first, and then projects and opportunities started coming after. And this is a key point for those people, you know, those people listening or watching this right now, for them to understand that people say, oh, well, look at the world outside is going to pots, especially consider at the moment we're doing this interview while there's the coronavirus outbreak. And this is why we are doing this series, because I want people to understand that someone like you who had literally, you're in a really dire situation with a young child, in your early 40s, you are too old for corporate world. It's a fact. That's the way it is. You are, you know, you're a single mom to a young child, and you're over 40. You've got everything working against you for the corporate world. However, if you change your mindset and the way you did, you create opportunities and things around you out of the ethos of the universe, which you did. So tell us now, how 2 years forward, now you've been part of my mastermind group as well, and you've been working with me, and you've been working on yourself. So now that you've shifted your mindset, what does your world, what does your business, and what does your income look like? You'd have to give figures, but give rough idea of where you were then and where you are now.
Okay. Since I did your 5-day challenge, and I actually did it, I am now able to pay for trainings that I couldn't pay for before.
The makeover challenge is pretty awesome. It's very awesome.
I cannot stress enough, really. It's like I always tell people that, you know, I've learned from you about how to handle money, and when me and Martine were talking, and we kind of like agreed that if only schools will teach us what you are teaching, then, you know, the world will become a better place for almost everybody, because you know, we learn how to handle our money. One, we have that mindset that, you know, even if something is wrong, as what's happening right now, we are able to see the good of it.
There's always see, this is one thing that people fail to realize. There is never a bad situation. There's always two sides to the same coin. So as worse as the situation is at the moment, because with coronavirus and people dying and the outbreak and so forth, there's an equal and there's an equal positive side. For the first time in history, God knows since when, we're all at home with families, and and there are opportunities for you to create money through elsewhere. Maybe not through your current job, but I mean, in the UK we're quite lucky in the sense that we're taken care of. But in other parts of the world as well, you have the options of working from home or online and seeing other opportunities out there which you wouldn't otherwise see. But the best and most important opportunity is spending time with the family, which most people would want to crave, and they don't have it. So this is a mindset shift that you've had, that you can see, okay, there's opportunity and in adversity. It really is. And when you can start seeing everything is happening for you, not to you, you stop being a victim and you start becoming empowered and say, okay, this is a situation. I can't change it. No one can change the coronavirus outbreak. It is what it is, and it's a global thing. Every single country is facing the same situation. We're all under lockdown. But how can I use this current situation for my benefit? I can benefit financially and in my health and in my family life, my personal life. And this is so important, and this is so crucial that you saw that, you know, you had this child, you had the skill set, you want to stay home, you want to homeschool your daughter because you homeschool your daughter. What can I do? And then you created a business which is now flourishing, and you have many clients, and you're probably making more income from your online business than you would be if you were in a corporate job right now. Is that right?
Yes. If I were to measure it, I've climbed that corporate ladder in a year's time, compared to if I am working in a corporate setting. 10 years working there, I will not be able to reach what I've reached now. So I'm so grateful, really, because I'm attracting the people I want to work with. I'm aligned with and believes the same belief I have.
Yes.
That's very important in a sense that we have to like surround ourselves with the same, you know, people that that has the same frequency that we have.
Vibration. Yes. And you'll attract, because your mindset has shifted, your vibration has shifted. You are attracting clients who are in alignment with your frequency, and this is really important. So yeah, absolutely. I think that's wonderful. Now, if someone is sitting there thinking, and you know, someone who's starting out or is in a similar situation right now, you know, they've lost their job, or they think they're going to lose the job, or they're stuck at home, they don't know how long for. What advice would you give to people watching this, and you know, in this current climate, and you know, in terms of not to go into the fear mode, but become empowered and take take control of their life like you have? What advice would you give to them?
The advice I always give, and because this is what I did before, was number one, to be grateful for the now, for the present. Whatever you may have, whatever you may not have, be grateful for that. And then step back a little bit and make that decision. Because once you make that decision, everything else falls into place. This holds true for me because this happened even before I read Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich book. So when I was reading the book, I was saying, oh my God, so this is exactly what happened. So when they make that decision, they have to trust that everything will fall into place. I keep saying this because this is so true. So that's the only advice that I want to give, because once they've done these two things, they can, you know, read or follow any influencer there, and they will see the shift that will happen to them. Yep.
Wonderful. So thank you so much for sharing your experience and your knowledge with us, Jenn. You've been an absolute wonderful person, and it's an honor and a pleasure for me to work with you. But it is, and I think you're a living example. It doesn't matter of your location, because you're in the Philippines. It doesn't matter about your age, you know, if you're 50, 40, 30, it doesn't really make a difference. And it doesn't matter, you know, what circumstances you're in. When you started your journey, you had a single mother to a young child, and living alone in a country like Philippines, where there is no welfare state. I think we in the UK have a bit more of a support network in terms of, you know, the government takes care of us. At least the people is taken care of most of the time. Not all the time, most of the time I fell into the gap in between, but I was a rare example. But generally, you came out from there on your own, and you built a life up. So, and everything started with you shifting your mindset. So thank you so much for sharing your story with us. It's been an honor and a pleasure talking to you. And everybody else, I will be back with another episode with somebody else talking about how they shifted their mindset And once they shifted the mindset, everything in their life, the business, the money, the abundance, everything shifted and brought opportunities to them, which not allow them to make money, but also to have a greater lifestyle and live the kind of life that they want. And until then, take care and bye for now.
Bye.